My name's Emma Gilbertson and I'm the writer-director of Crashing Waves. Crashing Waves is a dance film which follows the story of Jamie and Liam as they explore a secret relationship that they've been hiding from people on the estate where they live. Growing up, I tended to have a habit of falling in love with my best friends and people that I really connected to. And during my teenage years, it happened a few times with girls, and it was very confusing because it was a narrative in which I hadn't really seen when I was growing up. Not much of it anyway. A lot of kids films and teenage films are centered around heterosexual relationships. And so when I was going through it, I was really confused, and the climate of where I lived at that time was very homophobic. And so I wanted to take that feeling and dramatize it and put it in a film.
We've got these two men where they're in a public space, they've got these repressed feelings, and they're confronting each other about it. As the dance goes along, these two characters both move closer to each other, and the other character, one of the dancers, opens up. And when we have that moment where he's finally, I'm accepting this, and I, want this, and I feel comfortable with this, we have, we cut back to the public, and there's that moment which is quite brutal where they're called out, and the relationship is shut down.
So it started off as a narrative. I wrote the script, and then it went to music first actually. So our composer Tanner Allen, I sat down with him with the script, and I give him timings about the feelings I was trying to get across in each part of the song. And then when we were on set, I was working with both Joshua and Ryan, who was the choreographer and the DOP. I was working with Ryan very closely to make sure that the visual storytelling was how I wanted it. And then I was working with Joshua really closely to make sure that we were getting the right performance for the camera. But it was really a big collaboration between the three of us. I hope when an audience watches it, I've set it up almost like a social realism film for the first 20 seconds, and they see two guys stood apart, and I do hope that they get the initial reaction that they think these guys are going to fight, and then it's kind of flipped on its head a bit when you see it's a dance, and then it's flipped on its head again when you see, oh, hang on, it's a bit gay. I mean, fundamentally, I just don't think it would work as a narrative film. Using dance was a more efficient way of telling a story, because it's almost like covering a whole 2-year relationship that's happening in real time in 3 minutes. I think film, more than any other medium, really gives us the ability to empathise with others and really get within their skin. And having more queer characters, working class characters, is only going to make us more aware and able to empathise with others. For me, as a pansexual person, love is kind of genderless, and that was what I was trying to say, I think, in the film. It's just two people in love and two people who want to be together.
Whatever you are, you should feel comfortable in that, and you shouldn't feel pressure to put on a face and kind of hide who you are. I think that's the big thing I want, which is people who do feel they've got to hide who they are to feel more okay and more at peace with themselves. But equally, the film does have quite a sad ending, and I think that it is important that people who do judge others and do bully others, they see the damage that can do.
No matter who you are, no matter how you identify, who you're attracted to, love is this beautiful thing that should be shared amongst everyone. Even though I'm not a gay man, it was born out of something that was real and happened to me, and so I'm genuinely just always shocked with how much people connect with it, and the fact that it's going to be shown in countries where being gay is illegal. I can't really put it into words what that means to me.